Hey guys, welcome to ES and Dow Jones Futures Review. Let's go over what's been going on since yesterday. I'm going to just pretty much sum up the setup that I was looking for here earlier today and how we played it. So, when I woke up around 7 o'clock, I had noticed we were working on potentially reclaiming this 6402 level. Not necessarily something I'm trying to take. I already uh, would always say don't try to take a position close to the highs, the recent highs. So that's just not what I'd want to do. However, I did notice we had set a clear low around 345 that had traveled to about 14 plus points at the time I woke up. So my first interaction with the setup today would be, hey, can we dip below this low and then reclaim it at some point? I actually got that a little bit later at 8:30. We sold down to that level. We tagged the level below. This level was actually closer to 63.96. However, I have adjusted it more towards 94 as the day has progressed. Anyways, on a 5 minute chart, I'm going to just point it out to you very simply. We lost that low and we bounced right back, what I call the rubber band effect, where we go below a low and then we snap back right above it. This is ideal for most failed breakdowns. What you want to see now is acceptance. You want to see the price stay over the low and then push through the trigger. This low was about 63.93, maybe 63.94. So I'd want to go long at least a couple points above, maybe 63.96 ish, which is why I have that green line there. So at 8:50, we pushed through it a little bit. 8:55, we definitely pushed through it. At this point now, I'm looking for price to hold or at least back test a little bit before popping back up, and that's exactly what we got. At 9:20, I decided to start going long. Once I saw this little hammer candle, we dipped one more time, back tested this level, and then started pushing up, and that worked awesome, level to level. I got a 6 point pop right off the bat, took a little more off of peer. Then we were offered a second entry here at 9:40 and a third entry here at 10:15. So multiple chances to play this setup. Could have played it every single time. Afterwards, which going back to a 15-minute chart, not much else was offered today. We got what I would say is a dip in recovery of the 6402 setup. This level, if you didn't want to take the setup right away, what you could do is wait for the level above to recover. And if you go back to a 5 minute chart, actually, this was actually picture perfect. We dipped below the 6405 level, tried to push through, couldn't, sold through, pushed through again around 1240, and hung around there for a bit, and that was showing that there was demand there. And then that worked out if you took that trade level to level as well. Currently, what I'm looking at is we're just consolidating in this small little range right here. The best setup that you could look for right now will be a failed breakdown of today morning's low. If not, then you're starting to look for these little bit more clustered lows that aren't really specifically ready to take. If you get more of a sell-off, a failed breakdown of this low and or this low will be awesome for ES. Now going to DJ real quick on a 15-minute chart. When I woke up around 7 o'clock, I noticed that overnight we hadn't done much. We kind of just continued to consolidate once we reached this new local high. So it's sideways flagging I've always talked about. It's never the same, but you're obviously seeing it here. Sideways selling into the level below. Got a little bit of a pop here at 6 o'clock, but not much else. When I woke up, we were below this level, potentially setting up a mini failed breakdown of this low as well as this low from Wednesday afternoon that triggered but did not hold. So if you notice how it went through then came back down, you'd want to see it push up again before you go long there. Anyways, at 8:30 we got to sell right down directly to this level below. I was not in a rush to take a long here. I saw a clear low here, which is why I have a yellow line for an alert. However, because of the failed breakdown that I did see in ES, I did think that we could be a little bullish. And then I noticed even on a 5 minute chart how we were just hanging around and consolidating at this level, clearly a demand. And then at 9:25 we flushed this couple clusters of lows and started pushing up, and we held that for a little bit. So I went long here as well, and that worked out awesome level to level. We got a nice 14 point pop right up to this resistance once again afterwards, which not much else to work with. Currently, we came right back down to this level. Ideally, we can flush these lows and then set up a failed breakdown. If not, even this low right here would be great to flush. Otherwise, the one all the way down here is the only one I can realistically see, and that's about 40 plus points away right now. So that's ES and that's DJ right now. We need some pullback for more setups. DJ has this great little fail breakdown potential right here and right here. Gonna have to play that carefully. And going back to ES real quick, we also have the low from today available, as well as the low from yesterday afternoon, possibly as a place to dip and recover.